My name is Priya Chen, and I'm one of the last humans on Mars. It's 2078, and I've been here since I was 6, back when the colony was a dream. Red Haven, they called it, a beacon of hope after Earth started choking on its own air. We were supposed to build a new home, a second chance. But Mars isn't empty. It never was. Something else was here first, and I'm the one who found it, or maybe it found me. This is the story of how we learned to live with them, and what it cost us. Red Haven was a marvel when I was a kid, domed habitats glinting under the rusty sky, hydroponic farms, solar arrays stretching like wings. We were 200 strong, scientists, engineers, families like mine, all betting on a future. My mom was a biologist, obsessed with finding Martian microbes. My dad ran the water recyclers, keeping us alive. I grew up running through tunnels, sneaking into labs, dreaming of Earth's oceans I'd never see. But even then, I felt it, a hum in the air, faint, like a song you can't quite hear. I thought it was the wind. I was wrong. The first sign came when I was 12, during a dust storm that buried our rovers for a week. I was in the observation dome, sketching the canyons of Valles Marineris, when my tablet glitched. Not random static, a pattern, lines and spirals, flickering fast. I showed Mom, but she brushed it off, interference from the solar array. That night, I woke to a sound, not the storm, not the hum, but a tap, steady, on my window. Outside, the dust swirled, and for a second, I saw it, a shape, tall and thin, shimmering like heat off pavement. Then it was gone. I didn't tell anyone. Kids see things, right? But the glitches kept happening, tablets, comms, even the airlock controls. By 2070, when I was 18, the colony was struggling. Earth's supply ships were late, our crops were failing, and people were getting sick, not flu, not radiation, but something else, a fog in their heads. Dad called it Mars malaise. Mom was different, she got sharper, almost frantic, digging into soil samples, muttering about non-terrestrial signatures. One night, she woke me, her eyes wild. Priya, she said, there's something alive out there. And it's talking. She showed me her data, chemical traces in the regolith, too complex for bacteria, too ordered for chance. Paired with the glitches, it pointed to one thing, intelligence. Not human. Not Earthborn. I wanted to laugh it off, but I remembered that shape in the storm. Mom begged me to keep quiet, fear spreads fast in a dome, but I told my best friend, Luca, a mechanic who'd grown up fixing rovers with me. He didn't believe me, not at first. Aliens, he snorted. Next you'll say they're stealing our water. But he came with me when I followed Mom's lead, out to the canyon's edge. We took a rover, just the two of us, at dusk when the colony was locked down. Mom had marked a spot, coordinates from her samples, a crevasse in Valles Marineris, 20 clicks out. The drive was silent, Mars's red dust glowing under our lights, the hum louder now, vibrating in my suit. We found the crevasse, narrow and deep, and climbed down with ropes, our breath fogging our visors. At the bottom, the walls weren't rock, they were smooth, carved with spirals like my tablet's glitch. Luca swore, his voice crackling in my comms. This isn't natural. Then we saw it, a structure, half buried in the cliff, not metal, not stone, but something in between, pulsing faintly blue. It was small, like a shed, but seamless, no doors, just a hum that made my teeth ache. I touched it, stupidly, and it flared, light flooding the crevasse. My suit's HUD went wild, readings off the charts, electromagnetic, gravitic, nothing Mom's labs could have caught. Luca grabbed my arm, but before we could run, the ground shook, and they appeared. 3 of them, stepping from the shadows, not walking, gliding. They were tall, maybe 9 feet, their bodies fluid, like mercury shaped into limbs, no faces, just smooth curves reflecting our lights. My heart stopped, but they didn't attack. One raised a limb, and the hum softened, forming a tone, almost a word. My comms crackled, not with Luca's voice, but something else, stay. I froze. Luca was shaking, but he didn't bolt. The structure opened, not a door, just a gap, and they glided inside, the light dimming. We didn't follow. We climbed back, drove home, and didn't speak until dawn. I told Mom everything. She wasn't shocked, she was thrilled. "They're communicating," she said, poring over my suit's data. "They've been here longer than us, maybe millions of years." She thought they were dormant, woken by our colony's noise, our drills, our signals. Luca wanted to tell the council, but Mom stopped him. "They'll panic," she said. "Or worse, they'll exploit it." She was right. Red Haven was fraying, food riots, power cuts, whispers of mutiny. Aliens would have lit the match. We kept it secret, but the aliens didn't. The glitches spread, whole systems crashing, then rebooting with those spirals. People saw things now, shapes in the dust, lights in the canyons. The malaise got worse, half the colony was sleepwalking, humming that same tone. Mom worked nonstop, decoding the signals, convinced they weren't hostile, just curious. I wasn't so sure. One night, I caught Luca at the airlock, suited up, eyes glassy. "They're calling," he mumbled. I dragged him back, but he fought me, stronger than he should have been. Then Mom vanished. She left a note, "I'm going to them. Don't follow." Her rover was gone, her lab empty. I broke every rule, stole another rover, and drove to the crevasse alone. The structure was there, glowing brighter, the hum a chorus now. I didn't touch it, I shouted her name, my voice echoing. The gap opened, and she stepped out, not in her suit, just her jumpsuit, breathing Mars's air like it was nothing. Her eyes were wrong, too bright, too calm. "They're not what you think," she said. "They're us, or what we could be." She wouldn't come back. She talked fast, words I half understood. The aliens weren't invaders, they were remnants, tied to Mars's core, a network older than Earth. Our colony had disrupted it, and they were waking, trying to understand us. "They've changed me," she said, touching her chest. "No sickness, no fear." I begged her to leave, but she shook her head. "Stay, Priya. Live with them." A shape loomed behind her, mercury limbs, watching. I ran, the rover's wheels screaming. Back at Red Haven, I told Luca. He was himself again, mostly, but scared. We agreed to warn the council, secrecy be damned. They didn't believe us, not until the power died, and every screen lit up with spirals. The hum was everywhere now, shaking the domes. People panicked, some grabbing weapons, others praying. Then the aliens came, not to fight, but to stand, dozens of them, outside the airlocks, silent. The council tried radio, lasers, nothing worked. But I heard them, in my head, choose. That's when Mom returned, not alone. She walked through the airlock, no suit, flanked by two of them. The colony froze. She spoke calmly, her voice carrying that hum. "They offer a trade," she said. "Live with them, share Mars, and they'll share their strength, no hunger, no death." She glowed, literally, her skin faintly blue. Half the council called it a trick, the other half saw salvation. Luca grabbed my hand, whispering, "She's not your mom anymore." The vote split us. Some stayed, packing for the canyons, drawn by Mom's promise. Others, like Luca and me, refused. We'd rather die human than live like that. The aliens didn't force us, they just watched, their hum a constant weight. We prepped the last rover, loaded supplies, aiming for an old outpost 500 clicks north. As we left, I saw Mom at the dome's edge, her eyes meeting mine. She didn't wave. She didn't need to. We've been at the outpost a month now, 30 of us, scraping by. Earth's silent, no ships, no signals. Luca thinks they're gone, or worse. The malaise is fading, but the hum isn't, it's in the ground, the air, growing louder. Last night, I saw lights in the sky, not stars, moving toward Valles Marineris. This morning, my tablet glitched again, but not spirals, a map, showing Red Haven, the crevasse, and something new, a structure, bigger than anything we've seen, rising from the dust. The hum says it's waiting.